my name's Karen Elizabeth. I'm the owner of JoBelle Designs. I can't wait to show you this gorgeous feather and baby's breath and roses centerpiece that we're making. We're creating this design in a nice pedestal vase to help the girl bosses. They just created and launched their new book. It is number 3 on Amazon right now, and I'm so proud of them that we had to throw them an incredibly gorgeous and glamorous party. And for the St. Pete girl bosses, there would be no other than gorgeous different shades of pink to turn their glam design into a luxury styled event. So anyway, here goes nothing.
Here we go.
This particular pedestal vase is made out of Mercury glass, and I love using Mercury glass because it is the closest to a silver that I usually go to, because I use a lot of different golds in designing, and silver is a little less common, but the Mercury glass hits it right on the head, because even if I were to use a little bit of gold here and there as an accent color, it really all blends together nicely. So stay tuned and check this out.
It's so warm, and every time you walk into the room, my eyes light up like I've not been with you for a day or a week, maybe 2. You're so warm.
There are several different styles of vases, and I would say the most popular would be bud vases, which are small and more minimalistic. Then we have these pedestal vases, and this size I would consider to be more of a small to medium arrangement. This is a little bit more modest and it's easy to see over. That's really important to a lot of people when creating their tablescapes and designs. Next up would be something a little bit taller, so that would be my medium to large size centerpieces. And this, a lot of times people will say, oh, I can't really see through it, but that doesn't always matter when you're designing tables. A lot of times it's just for events, it's just for looks, and if people are that uncomfortable, they'll probably just move it out of the way. And a nice piece doesn't necessarily have to be used as a centerpiece of the table. They can be used as accent pieces around the room, in the bathrooms, on the floor, near the head table, or even near your fancy drape backdrop with your photo props. So don't be limited to certain vases, because you may or may not be able to see the person across the table. I also work with really large arrangements, and those I use all types of large vases for, but the most popular would be a Harlow stand, and those pieces are extra large, they're gorgeous, and they're well up above people's heads as they're sitting down. So people love those. And then there's other vases and arrangements that sit on top of pillars or columns, and those are really popular for backdrops, and they're also really popular for ceremony, as either as you enter the aisle or right at the end as kind of part of your arch piece. So anyway, those are the different sizes and styles I see most often, but today we are working with our more medium-sized compote vase for the table.
I wanna stay here for days, forever, just to be here in this place. Forever.
Whoa! Wow!
'Cause you light
Things are really flying.
whenever I feel like falling down. And that's just a part of one of the 1,000 things I've found. Oh,
Bud vases are such a great accent piece, and they're becoming more and more popular to use as your main piece on the table. So sometimes people put 6 or 7 or 8 bud vases in a row with different candles, and it looks gorgeous. What I love about bud vases is after your materials are all prepared, you can very quickly and easily take one of each of your favorite pieces of material with a little extra filler and put them together, trim them, and pop them right in that bud vase, and they look perfect. Sometimes if I'm making more elegant and larger bud vases, I will take either a little zip tie around them or a piece of floral tape to keep them all together, especially if I have to transport them from A to B. Oftentimes though, just having something really simple with a few different flowers or ingredients or materials all together, you can just pop them in and you have great accent pieces for cocktail tables, extra pieces for the main tables. You'll have something for the restroom or other little spots that you may have forgotten about. So I wouldn't leave for any event without at least 5 to 10 extra little bud vases. I actually often will do extra large pieces, and I will do them with all silk flowers or natural dried flowers, and I will put little bud vases on the table with fresh flowers so everyone gets that smell and everything that's really close to them they can kind of look at and touch, and they could even take those home. Where the large pieces, no one looks that closely at those because they're a little farther away, and then they just assume that they're real. And once in a while, I'll take a couple fresh flowers and pop them into those large arrangements, and they have no idea that you didn't just spend $10,000 or $20,000 on fresh flowers for your entire wedding or your entire event.
And my new brand is called JoBelle. JoBelle Designs. We do all kinds of home decor, holiday decor, and I'm just expanding more and more. I do own Studio 131, Weddings and Events, which is an event venue. And we've been doing rentals and designs and stuff like that, but this is to meet more of a luxury market. Design consultation. I usually charge for those, but again, since you're all friends and we're all girl bosses together, wanted to extend that to you. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us.